This day is personal for all of us, and our team found many people from Northeast Ohio who made special efforts to be part of these historic events. Leon Bibb is in Washington, Lee Jordan in Shanksville, Alicia Ciccolone here in Cleveland, and Danita Harris at Ground Zero. We begin tonight with Danita.
Well, Tracy, you know, it was an emotional day today as I watched the families of the victims of the terrorist attacks gather here at Ground Zero to commemorate the 10th anniversary of 9/11, all connected by grief over losing a loved one that they will never see again. But you know, right after 9/11, a city in Northeast Ohio did something big. There's a special connection between Queens, New York, and Akron. A small firehouse in the Woodside neighborhood of Queens lost 2 firefighters on 9/11, and the people of Akron responded by raising over $1 million to buy them a new ladder truck. It's a gift they still treasure 10 years later.
Engine 325, tower ladder 163.
It's the sounds of engine 325, hook and ladder 163. This team of firefighters work hard to protect their Woodside community using the truck that seals the bond between Akron, Ohio and Queens, New York. It's the spirit of the gift that touched retired firefighter Thomas Harrington.
It showed the spirit of the country right after 9/11. You know, it was fantastic. You know, the outpouring everywhere, but Akron just happened to be the, city that connected with us here in Woodside. And actually, I still have a couple of shirts at home with the Akron East-West, and it became, that became the connection.
These young firefighters weren't a part of Ladder 163 10 years ago, but they preserve the memories of 9/11 with various photos they keep nearby. Firefighter DUNCAN Cook was there 10 years ago and was the first to drive the new 45-foot rig. December 13, 2001. And Akron reporters were there waiting to see the truck leave on its first run.
First run finally came after waiting probably 3 or 4 hours. It ended up being a working fire, which was, tremendous for the first run of a donated vehicle from the wonderful people of Akron, Ohio. And so somebody had a picture of it. This is the picture. And so, it was a 1075 as we call it. And it was nice that the people of Akron, Ohio got to get the gratification of seeing their truck in action on the first run.
And 10 years later, after 27 years of service, the memories of 9/11 for this firefighter remain fresh.
It was rough, I can't tell you. The funerals that followed, the digging every day, for, months to come. And, physically, most of us, got through it. But, mentally, it's always going to be there.
So 10 years later, this gift from the people of Akron still holds a special place in the heart of these firefighters as they continue to answer the call to save lives. What a great group of guys. They also told me whenever someone from Akron is in town, they stop by the fire station to say hello. Reporting from Ground Zero, Danita Harris, News Channel 5.
This is Leon Bibb, News Channel 5, reporting live tonight from Washington, where I've been for the last several days or so. Here in Washington, there were commemorative services remembering the nearly 190 victims nearly of 9/11 who died in the Pentagon, just across the way there on September 11, 2001. America showed a special strength today, but America's strength all along really has been we, the people. In Washington, the walkways around government buildings are filled. People view the headquarters of their government. These Americans are the we, the people, of which cherished documents speak. Patriotism runs high, perhaps even more so during this 9/11 commemoration time.
Well, freedom means to me that I can set goals and I can do what I would like to do and to accomplish those goals.
Thoughts of freedom often take us to places like this, halls of government, where American strength is evident. But American strength is also we the people. And wherever we the people gather, there you will find an American spirit. This is the Lucky Bar in Washington, off the government building track. But here, former and current Clevelanders gather as part of the Cleveland Browns backers. Here also, people reflect on 9/11 and on freedom.
We're able to come here at Lucky Bar and enjoy the Browns. And you go over to certain countries, you're not able to do that. You can't just, everyone come together.
For a lot of people sacrifice their lives for freedom, and I'm very grateful for that. I think that's the thing that's really humbling.
To know that you're in a country where anything is possible and that there are no limits or ceilings on your potential and capabilities.
9/11 took thousands of lives. Grief is still heavy 10 years later. But terrorism did not destroy American spirit and strength, because those qualities are really we the people. Throughout our several days at the Pentagon and the Capitol building and the White House, too, we have found strength among all the people we talked to. Certainly the terrorists struck 10 years ago and did some damage, but they did not kill that American spirit. Leon Bibb, News Channel 5, live from the Pentagon in Washington. Now let's go to my good friend and colleague Lee Jordan, live at Shanksville, Pennsylvania.
Thank you, Leon. 10 years ago, the 40 people on hijacked Flight 93 chose to lay down their lives to save countless others. Today, their courage and bravery were remembered here at the Flight 93 National Memorial. It is an anniversary that holds painful memories and inspires deep gratitude for the astonishing valor of those on board Flight 93 on September 11th, 2001.
Your last loving embrace of your nation profoundly moved our hearts 10 years ago, and still does.
President Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama walked up to the memorial through a field of wildflowers at midday. The president placed a wreath honoring the fallen. The president and Mrs. Obama spent more than an hour greeting Flight 93 families. There were a lot of hugs and laughter. And one teenager from Westlake, Ohio, found herself face to face with the First Lady.
That was amazing. I don't know, as they were passing by, I didn't have a single thought in my head except stretch my arm out.
Jay and Cindy Nagy of Perry, Ohio, brought their 4 young children here.
We explained to them what had happened, and explained to them that they were heroes, and that's who they should honor.
And it turned around right over Northeast Ohio.
Yeah, it was very surprising because we live right around in here, and it came very close to us.
Well, the Flight 93 Memorial is close to us and belongs to all of us. It is a lasting tribute to those 40 people who chose to give the ultimate gift to their country. It has been a very special, moving day here at the memorial, Tracy, and as you can see, there are still people who are lingering to take it all in, to gaze out at the crash site and really be with their thoughts and remembering the real American spirit on board that flight that day. We'll send it back to you in Cleveland.
Okay, Lee, watching today's events unfold on television really brought back that lump in your throat that you had so many years ago. So I imagine being there, it was really pretty emotional. Okay, that was Lee Jordan reporting for us live tonight. Well, football fans took some time to remember the victims of 9/11. A moment of silence took place at stadiums across the country. In Cleveland, an American flag was draped across the field as players, coaches, and the crowd sang the national anthem. The Browns lost the season opener to the Bengals. More on that game is coming up a little later in sports.